Viewers, welcome to this reading. This reading is for all Pisceans and it's for the month of July, a little bit over 2025. My dear Pisces, this is all about your work, career, your finances, everything you need to know about your money. So let us begin and see what the heavens first, then second, the universe wants you to know. My dear Pisces, I'd like to welcome you to this channel and welcome you into my life. Thank you for being part of it. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for watching the videos in support of my health. I'm in gratitude to all of you doing that. Even if you do 2-3 videos a week, just watching them for the sake of support, it means a lot to me, and it does support my health on a grand scale because I'm lacking viewers. So that means the world to me, and I'm in gratitude for that. I also would like to convey my best wishes to each and every one of you in everything you do. Let us begin. Oh, and look at that. It just came out. Okay, that's the first one. Expansion. And you know what? It's given us timing. We've got, wow, we've got timing. Expansion, abundance coming your way. And it's coming in the months of December, January, February. Yes, the reading is for July, a little bit over, but it's what the heavens want you to know. And it seems to me like it's going to be, oh my God, yes, December, January, February. Expansion is going to begin, and it won't stop. It's going to be a radical expansion in your life, in every area of your life, especially your wealth and your money. Let's see further the next message for all Pisceans. Wow, generosity from the heavens. That concludes it. That puts it together. That synchronicity shows that the expansion is going to be overwhelming and it is going to be abundance. The tree is always about abundance, but we've got generosity from the heavens that's going to bring you changes. Changes, my dear Pisces, that will give you a lot of generosity from the heavens or the universe. Whatever your belief system is, I always use heavens as the number one because I am connected to the heavens on a grand scale. So the universe is wonderful, but the heavens is priority. Okay. Now, the most important factor is the generosity from heavens is going to bring you a lot of abundance, and it's giving us timing, and I love that. So remember the timing. We're talking about December, January, February 2025 into 2026. How incredible that we've got the time. So let us see what is one message or one special guidance that you need to know, or an answer to something you've been thinking about or wanting. It says in the very near future. Into the very near future. If it's something that you've been wanting to unite with someone, or create a place of your own with someone, or in your own business, or working in your own sector with someone, I feel like in the very near future this is going to take place. So that is wonderful to know. Okay, now we're going to take on the next message, and the next message is from another deck, which is the tarot deck. 2 messages for all my dear Pisceans. Let's see what's going on July, a little bit over. Wow, we have the Ace of Cups. This is the greatest gift from the heavens. It gives you full fulfillment in many areas of your life. This can be a windfall also. You could be winning big money. Play the lotto or the lottery. The lucky numbers are in this channel, and there's a video as to how to play them or what the story is behind them. There is a video in the post. You can read about it and also look at the post where you'll see your lucky numbers to play them. Small amounts of money, but continuous. A great windfall, but also this talks about something major that happens. The greatest gift can also be the greatest gift of love. That is going to be one of the greatest gifts. It's not going to be a normal love. It's going to be an incredible gift. Someone that is a gift from the heavens for you, or the universe. Here we go. The next message for all Pisceans. We've got someone, maybe this is a clue about this person, who this person is. This person is an air energy. Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. Very strong air energy. Someone that's very practical. Emotional to a small degree, but more practical, more logical, more honest with themselves. Someone with a very strong reverence. You can really know that about this person. Now, moving on, they could have Libra in them because we have justice. What you don't see happening is justice. What you don't see happening is the beginning of prosperity. Prosperity begins and it doesn't stop. It continues on. Justice is going to prevail for you and take you to high levels. Now I'm going to remove these cards and move on to another deck and see what else you need to know, my dear Pisces. 2 more important factors for July and a little bit over. So far, it's fantastic what I'm seeing here. Okay, not so good. The 7 of Swords. So some people say it's deception, envy, but I personally don't see that. I see the 7 of Swords as the truth of a matter that you feel defeated at. That every attempt fails. Every time you try to find a resolution, there's always arguments whenever the 7 of Swords is there. There's always conflict and disagreements. And finally, ultimately, this is a defeated situation. It really, at the end of the day, you either give up or give in. It's a sort of like a situation destined to collapse or to end. So I don't like saying that, but the truth is always important. Now, let's move on to the next level. The next one, I see. Okay, this is connected to the 7 of Swords because this is a situation that needs healing. There is a pain here. There is anguish. There is discomfort. There is control. There's temptation. There's temptations tempting you, and this needs to heal. Freedom is part of the situation. Maybe you don't feel free enough to be yourself and to explore temptation, explore situations where they can be tempting. Controlling matters, excessive matters, too much is here also. This needs healing. It really does. It needs healing big time. And I feel like whenever the devil comes along, healing does take place. And I feel like with everything that we see here, things are going to get better. And they're going to be healed. So I do have faith in that, without a doubt. Now, my dear Pisces, let's see what else you need to know. In connection to everything we're talking about, 3 messages. A very suffocating chapter that's been overwhelming you comes to an end. End of a painful chapter. You are going to be favored by the heavens, by the universe. This is about unconditional loving, of giving you everything you've wanted, abundance in every area. This is so much connected to the Ace of Cups in regard to the gifts from the heavens, the favors from the heavens, the victories, the rewards, the fulfillment in many areas of your life. This is magic. And this can be also very much in connection to the generosity that comes from the heavens. And that's why the Empress is in your reading. Absolute abundance in many areas of your life. So this is absolutely tremendous, magical for Pisces. Right, let's move on to the next level. The next card. End of a cycle. You're ending a cycle and you've done well. You've worked hard with the 10 of Wands. It's been really harsh. You've done your best. You've suffocated and put up with a lot of hardship, a lot of difficulties, but now it's over. This is time for ascending. This is time for transcending. This is time for ranking up and getting a lot of victories and reaching to levels of really your status is uplifting to high levels. So this is magnificent. After ending a major chapter, a great new cycle comes. You are destined for a lot of happiness. And there's the defeat. Again, the 7 of Swords right here. There it is, this one here. Defeat. Every attempt. Even you think it's over this time, you realize that it's not over. It keeps coming back. This is like a conflict that never ends. And then finally, it's like either giving in or giving up. That's what it boils down to. So the end and defeat of a situation, what you don't see happening, but then you are destined for a lot of happiness, extraordinary, extreme happiness, emotional fulfillment to the highest level, having your dreams and wishes being established. This is coming very soon, right after an ending. All the changes that are taking place are going to be taking you to the next level where there's going to be so much blessings coming into your life. Now, we're going to take 3 messages from another deck, and after this, I will clarify everything. So the first one has jumped out, which is the book, all about contracts and paperwork. Okay, here we go. Wow. I think all of these came out recently to somebody. I think it was Aquarius, but let's go through slowly. First, we'll talk about the book, and this is all about paperwork, like I said, contracts, learning as you go, new matters that you're learning, new concepts. This can be about writing, careers in writing, taking class, needing education, needing lawyers in some cases, or some of you studying law. This is also about writing your own stories, journaling, your own biography, and it is about contracts. So paying attention when there's chapters ending and there's contracts that need to be signed up. If you're doing something new with the generosity from the heavens, a lot of money coming in, you need to pay attention to the contracts. Now we've got the coffin, and the coffin is about a bad investment and something ending. It is also about financial challenges and going through your savings. You've got to be very careful when it comes to bad investments. There might be an idea to quickly make some fast money. Always avoid those ideas, because they always have known to have financial challenges, and you could lose your savings. Now, it does say here that some of you might be considering working night shift. There could be a job ending. Maybe you're transcending to the next level because you seem to be ending something that was quite hard and too much. But there is also office work perhaps available. Night shift, doing something different, is also a possibility. What's amazing about the wings is it comes to counteract this situation here, because it says rising above money issues. You are going to be making profit, and it could be a business. You could be starting a business. That's why end of a job here. Starting your own business, and the business is going to take off, and there's going to be a lot of profits. So rising above money matters. That means you are reaching to high levels of money, profits where you don't need so much money. So that is really great to know. Now, some of you might be considering spiritual work. Some of you might be considering doing a mission, to reaching your mission, also questioning life's purpose and what to do next, and how to sort of plan and put plans into motion. All of that is coming to light, especially when there is no more money problems. Money issues are over. So that is helping you move forward. Now I'm going to clarify the cards and see what else do you need to know. My dear Pisces, it's amazing. The Empress here, very strong. I've already shuffled the cards. Always, prior to doing anything I do in my life, I meditate so that I am in connection to the heavens and work through my guardian angels and the heavens. So that's why always I am bombarded with the truth, the synchronicities, the miracles I see while I'm doing these readings, and the information that comes flowing in, that my speech sometimes isn't even strong enough or fast enough to deliver all that I get, and usually that happens because of meditation prior. So anyhow, let's go to the next level, and the next level is, I was actually going to ask about what this Empress is going to give you, to provide for you, because this is about abundance, and this is the card that jumped out. This is about unexpected large amounts of money, my dear Pisces, that will come to you. Money that is unexpected but ground changing. It will change your life. So big money coming your way, just like they said here, money is coming on a ground scale, and the generosity of the heavens. Look at that. I'll put them together so you can see. They said you are having rising above money issues with a lot of profits, and the heavens being very generous with you. So this is on its own very profound statement from the heavens, stating that you are going to be so abundant. Prepare for something that's hidden from you, money that's going to come and uplift your life and transmutate your life to the point where you will be very abundant and very capable of doing things you were not capable before, because you'll have the funds to do so. So generosity from the heavens, now it explains itself even better. And then we'll just take these and put them like that. Okay, now the next one. And don't forget, we've got also prosperity begins. With this money could be the beginning of prosperity and the never-ending prosperity that's destined for you. So that is also there for you. Now, this was the situation with the Empress, and the Empress itself is about abundance in every area of your life. So that also shows that you will be quite abundant. Now I'm going to take some more cards in regard to that, because that one just jumped out. Let's see in regard, yes, where you are torn between whether you should, okay, there may be a project or there may be an idea that you want to put into action, but you're questioning it because you're thinking, will we be able to make it financially? Is this path the right path to take? Could this be too difficult? You might be even conversing with another party, with another person about, can we do this? Well, guess what? You can do it because there's celebrations and there's money coming, and this money is going to be the supporting mechanism for you to be able to actually make that right choice. That's why you're celebrating. You're celebrating something magnificent. You're celebrating something magical, the beginning of something incredible. This could be the gift from the heavens. This could be the gift from the heavens. The money could be the gift from the heavens to take you to the next level. And that's probably why you are celebrating, because you've got the funds to move forward, to get what you want, to be able to reach to the level of where you want it. If you are torn between whether you should take action in regard to something, you're finally able to do it. And that is magnificent. You are going to be loving what is coming and where you're heading. You are going to love that. So prepare for something magnificent. Prepare for a new change. Prepare to be able to move forward, and money will conquer all. It will remove any difficulty, and it will end a chapter that was hard, and there'll be no more waiting and being unsure. This is going to be certain. You are able to move without any hesitation, with the help of the power of abundance that comes from the Empress. Remember that. So that is magnificent. Okay, moving on to the next level. And as for timing, for those of you who are wondering, I'd say 3 to 4 would be 3 to 4 weeks, or maximum 3 months to 4 months. But I would say 3 to 4 weeks this is going to take place. Now, we're moving on to the next level, which is the Ten of Wands. This ending of a very painful chapter. Let's see what it is. A very harsh chapter. Well, yes, it is ending. You are ending a chapter and transcending to high levels. Even your status is rising. Big money comes to you with this, and you've got it twice here. The world is about large sums of money that change your life and change your status. It is even money that gives you so much freedom that you can travel and do whatever you want. A lot of money comes from this world. And also what I want you to know is that there is a business proposition. There could be a chance that you are uniting with others and working on something magnificent that gives you very high levels of profit. That's what the Three of Pentacles is, working in team and making a lot of money. So that is gonna, and setting you free. Look at that, setting you free from burdens and worries and money issues. The Ten of Wands is going to be the completion, the end of a very painful chapter. Now let's have a look at the Devil. What is the situation that's overwhelming and excessive and too much? Right. It is a situation where there's hidden factors that are going to be revealed, secrets, things that are happening behind the scenes. These situations are coming to light, and they could cause some problems. These problems are finally going to help you to see where your path is and how to proceed and how to move forward. From everything that was hidden, maybe the truth wasn't that clear. Finally, you'll have the clarity to understand what's going on. The moon illuminates your path and shows you all the hitches, all the hurdles, all the hidden factors. They come to light so that you can deal with them. Some people don't like the moon. I adore the moon because I live for the truth, and I can only function when I have the truth at hand, because without it, everything else is in vain. It just doesn't, things don't go well unless you're working with the truth, because ultimately there'll be so many hurdles when you, any project I want to do, anything I want to buy, especially when it's really big, I always have to look at the truth from all angles to be able to proceed. And this is very important. The next factor, the next card is in regard to this, and we're doing the Devil here. So whatever is hidden, temptation, hidden factors like addictions, sexual matters, control matters, temptation, spending, overspending over things, substances, whatever, addictions, that's going to be revealed so that it can be sorted out and you finally know where you're at. And the Seven of Cups shows a great opportunity emerges in the midst of a lot of fake news, a lot of fake situations, a lot of hidden agendas. Something magnificent comes out of this, and it's going to be a great opportunity for you. And emotionally, it is going to support you. And this is going to be also, this opportunity could be the reason, right? The reason that this chapter completely ends and you're starting something wonderful and something exciting that's going to prosper and expand. So that is great news. Absolutely wonderful news. Now, let's move on to the Ace of Cups and see what the Ace of Cups, I keep seeing the star, one of your oldest wishes come true, but let's see if it's going to come out. The Ace of Cups for every Piscean. Let's see the truth. Right. It shows that, I'll take just one more. It shows that painful truth is going to be, and that's what this is all about. This, the moon, the devil, the Seven of Swords. The painful truth that pierces the heart is going to be a factor that might put an end to something. This could be about deception. Now, the Seven of Swords, where they say it's deception, can be sometimes deception or betrayal, but it can be mostly, it's a very painful truth where it separates and sabotages situations. Sometimes the heavens, the universe, destiny uses this in our destinies to end a chapter, a painful, horrific, suffocating chapter. It comes to an end due to painful truth. And while this happens, there is going to be a proposal or a proposition, my dear Pisces. This is going to be an inspiration that takes you to the next level. And the next level is fantastic. So whatever ends here, it's not a big deal because it was overwhelming. What you're moving to is somewhere wonderful where there's going to be a lot of blessings and a lot of miracles pouring into your life. You are going to be hurraying and shouting to the heavens in gratitude for what's coming. And we've got that with the generosity. A lot of money is coming. A lot of money out of the blue. Money that's radically changing your concept about money and your concept about how to invest and what to do. So investment here, again, you've got to be very careful because we had the coffin, which warns about investing in something quickly. Try to take your time and look at everything to see what the best course of action is. Prosperity begins and it won't stop. Look at that. You've got prosperity and you've got a windfall. So this could be a windfall, large amount of money, radically a rise in your money. All of a sudden, big amounts of money coming to you in every angle. Unexpected money here too. And don't forget the two worlds. Showing big money destined for you. Play the lotto, play the lottery, do something that is magnificent, that gives you the power that is destined for you, this glorious money that's destined for you. Open all the doorways. That's why I say play the lotto or the lottery. Open the doorways and let the heavens give you the prosperity that is destined for you. Play small amounts, play consistently. And that's all you've got to do. That is wonderful news. Absolutely incredible news. Okay. Moving on to the next level. And the next level is, I'll put these over here. The next level is, what was it that I was doing? Okay, we're moving on. That was in regard to the Ace of Cups. So there's a lot of money coming and you are destined for a lot of happiness and, miracles. The generosity from the heaven is also about miracles. Now let's move on to the world. Ending a cycle and large sums of money taking you to high levels, transcending you to high levels. And here comes, again, that powerful energy. Even though you might be grieving the loss of a situation, ultimately you're going to move forward. Remember, we're talking about the where is the Empress? I think we had the Empress here, didn't we? Yes, we did. So the Empress being the highest level of form of unconditional loving from the heavens. This gives you abundance in many areas of your life, just like the Ace of Cups. Right? Just like the Ace of Cups, you are destined for abundance. You are destined to overcome all money problems. All money issues will disappear because you are destined for a great new beginning that will bring a major rise in your life. A major rise, overcoming all problems and rising beyond money issues, becoming very powerful, extremely powerful, and in no need of money, just absolute power. And abundance in every area of your life is very big. This is major with Ace of Cups and both double Empress. And of course, with the generosity from the heavens, it just seals the deal. It just sort of makes it all connected, interconnected to the point where I can see the heavens are going to be really giving you your wishes and dreams come true. That's why in the shuffle, I kept on seeing the star. Oldest wish coming true. Right. So, my dear Pisces, prepare for abundance in every way, rising beyond money, making so much money is coming, radical change in your money, unexpected money, all of it coming your way in every way to give you this abundance that you are destined for. Ground changing money coming to you from every angle to rise above money issues. So every action you wanted to take that was waiting on having money, it's all going to be moving forward without any hesitation towards you. So that explains that. That's the large sum of money coming from this new cycle of life. Let's have a look at this ending or this situation that could be either you give in to it or give up on it, a constant battle situation where you might be leaving this ultimately down the track. You might be leaving it because it'll cause unhappiness, constant battle. Let's have a look at the Seven of Swords for all Pisceans. There it is. The wish finally came true. Your oldest wish being granted is going to give you a radical rise in your money to the point where your financial capacity is going to be so heightened that you can do anything. It might be in connection to someone that's hardworking, who's either Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, but I just feel like there might be earth and air, like Gemini, Virgo, Gemini, Taurus, Gemini, Capricorn, either Libra or Aquarius, either air energy. So it could be an air with earth. And I feel like this is going to be, your oldest wish coming true is going to give you a lot of abundance, that you're able to move forward with this and do exactly what you've wanted to do for the longest time that you were not able to do, you're able to do, and you're able to support others. So that is going to put an end to this battle. And you're resting from this battle. And this is another one. The Four of Swords shows, yes, that's why I said you're leaving. Ultimately, you'll be moving on and leaving a constant battle. You see, the Six of Swords shows daily conflict is going to overwhelm the situation and you'll feel defeated and ultimately you've got to leave. And when you do, that is resting from a big battle, resting from a major battle, which is connected to the Ten of Swords. That's why you had the Ten of Swords out here twice. An overwhelming situation that drains you. That is so much that drains you that you are going to finally leave. Ultimately, maybe this is a bit down the track, but you are resting from this battle. Let's have a look at the Queen of Swords for all Pisceans. Who is this air energy? Right. It shows that there could be a new person coming into your life. This could be part of the past that you're leaving behind. It's possible. Or there could be an air energy who has fire in them. Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. This could be a situation where some news or information comes to light and you're able to take advantage of it, resolve these problems. There is a miracle of resolution, resolving this problem and taking advantage of an opportunity. There is going to be a great opportunity emerging for you. And maybe, just maybe, maybe you are dealing with a soulmate that has earth and air together, which air doesn't go well with you, but earth does. You need earth. They might have also water energy in them. It is possible to make this work out well. Ultimately, I'm seeing a soulmate connection, and I'm seeing, again, the Ace of Cups, which shows to me that there could be a great partnership, because don't forget, we also had business here, the Three of Pentacles. So there could be a business starting with someone wonderful. Here it is, we had the business. So there could be a partnership that's, you might be going together into a project together. I feel like prosperity is there, and I also feel like this air energy is going to be someone who'll make an impact in your life, where they're not very emotional but more practical. I also feel like with the Ace of Cups, shows here some of you could be starting the greatest love of all. That's very possible, even though this is a money reading. But also I'm seeing abundance in many areas of your life and dealing with a soulmate, someone incredible that you'll be working well and healing together and doing well together. So that is also a great possibility. Now that we've established that, let's see 2 messages for all Pisceans. July a little bit over. What's going on that you need to know? Okay, so we've got 1 and 2. Beautiful. Let's have a look at them. And it says here, it says opening to your spiritual source, finding sanctuary, and that's magic. Finding sanctuary means finding a place where you feel you belong, This is home. This is somewhere where you will be in harmony, where you will feel happy, where you will feel contented, secured, stable, finding sanctuary. You're opening your heart to spiritual source and feeling really in gratitude. This is magic. And the other one is breaking trail. A breakthrough is at hand. Remember I said there's going to be a breakthrough. There's going to be a miracle that's going to make things work for you. A great opportunity emerges. Information that's coming to you. Support from someone that is air and fire. That is going to make maybe your sanctuary come true. So breaking trail is about having a breakthrough at hand. Now I'm going to take 3 more messages with timing. For every Piscean, let's see what you need to know. Oh, okay, so we got 1. We got 1, we got 2, and 1 more for all Pisces. Money, work, career. And there's a 3rd one. Oh, actually 4. Oh, wow. Okay. Let's go through them one by one and see what's going on. All right. Now, the first one says personal growth. This is about from the midst of everything that you're going through, you are going to feel, perhaps after the end of a chapter or leaving a situation, starting a new situation, you will have a sense of freedom. Perhaps in connection to the sanctuary, getting, reaching, finding your sanctuary. Finally, you are going to feel a sense of freedom, a sense of contentment. Because you're rising above money issues. Money is freeing you from things that were very difficult. So personal growth, without a doubt, starting July and 7 weeks from July onwards, 7 weeks, you are going to find a lot of personal growth. There's going to be a lot of growth. 32, beautiful. This is about changes and happiness. Changes that are going to take place that are going to bring you a lot of happiness. Music is about happiness. It's about glorious happiness that comes your way. So a lot of changes, and I would say 5 weeks from July onwards. The next one here, we've got teaching and learning. You're going through spiritual growth, learning what is right and what isn't, and how to deal with controlling matters and temptation and overwhelming conflict, and how to beat that conflict. Ultimately, I'm seeing something is ending. The change is going to bring on freedom. There's going to be a chapter ending 5 to 7 weeks from July onwards, all the way to December. There's going to be a lot of teaching and a lot of learning in your life. And finally, we've got parenting. Parenting is all about learning how to be nurturing and understanding the person that you're dealing with, whether they are your child or not. This isn't about only children. This is about parenting and knowing how to deal with anyone that is someone that you are nurturing towards, or they are becoming. If somebody is very parenting, very nurturing towards you, you can't take the good without the bad. You take the good and the bad, whatever they advise you, and they're advising you something to protect you. You've got to look at everything, especially when there is a challenge here, a challenge at hand. It's very important that you pay attention, especially September. From now, July to September, it looks like there is going to be a challenge, and that challenge needs healing. And in order to heal, you've got to be nurturing, and you've got to pay attention to someone that is nurturing around you. September marks a big, important challenge that you will overcome with the support of someone with you. Before we end the reading, I'm going to look at one Chinese cookie to see one message for all Pisceans. And there it is. Okay. Now, nothing to do with this situation, but it has a lot to do with the devil, sexuality. It says existing relationships could find a new passion and heighten sexual attraction. There is temptation in sexual matters here. I saw that, but I don't know how that connects to your money reading. It does when it does affect you. It affects your partner. It affects your lifestyle. It does affect everything in your life, your movement, leaving, closing chapters, conflict and defeat, all of that. It does affect your work, because it's a daily situation. So excessive sex is a problem, and it's connected to the devil. So existing relationships could find new passion and heighten sexual attraction. Opportunities for marriage and good family life are strong. But if you are single, be aware of temptation that could lead to trouble. A child will also bring great joy. So that's very interesting for you to know. So, my dear Pisces, very intriguing. Let's see what happens. Can't wait to hear your feedback. Please give me a thumbs up. Support me by watching as many videos as you can. And every video as you watch, please see it to the end and support me because of many reasons to do with algorithms. I will really appreciate your support in every way. I wish you the best of the best in everything you do. Glorious best wishes and all of this that's happening to you. A lot of wealth is coming, release from anguish and everything, and living a life of generosity from the heavens and abundance in every way. So that was magnificent, and I love this for you. All my best wishes and regards and sincere blessings. Namaste.